Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm so excited because I actually want to film the flip through of the month of August in my Hobonichi Avec. And also I want to show you guys some PR that I got. But before we start, let's turn on a candle. So this is what I have been using lately because I really love it. And I also have these candles from Target. They are pretty cute. They are like hexagonal. I'm already finishing that one, but let's see, hopefully it doesn't go way down in this video. But if you don't know me, my name is V. I made so many videos about unboxing, stationery, planning, a lot of inks, paper, fountain pens, anything related with the topic of stationery. But yeah, so today, let me just check it out. I just wanted to show you because I have been using my Hobonichi cousin in this cover. And this cover is the cover by Travelers Company. I got it last year. I don't know if they are selling it still, but I really like it. This has some leather in here. This is the olive one. I also have the camel color and it fits so nice. And my planner is chunky, like really chunky. But yeah, so before we start with all the flipping through the month of August, which was really eventful, I really love it. My planner is super chunky and I'm just in love with this planner. I think I'm just gonna stay here until the end of the year. It's gonna be like super hard to close though, but let's see how it lasts. I really like it. Let me show you some PR because I haven't opened it and I wanted to show you guys. So I received in here 2 letters. So actually, this is by GS Notes collection. I will leave the information down below in the description box. But they do really cute cards. They sent me 2. I think one of them is in Mandarin and one is in Japanese. If I'm not mistaken, I look at them. They are so pretty. Yes, this one in here is in Japanese. So this is super cute. This one in here, it just have some flowers in here. It has information in English, but also it has some writing in Japanese, which make it super cute and aesthetic. And these are just notes if you want to send it to anyone. I thought this was super nice, mainly because you guys know that I love languages and that I also love paper. So I'm so grateful for GS that they sent me these. These are so cute and I know it will be nice to send it to someone, but I really love them. They are so cute, so I may keep it for myself. I don't know. But this one in here, look, this is music lovers and my shower. My husband is actually taking a shower right now, so he's not listening to me, but I may give him this one because he loves music and it just looks so cute. So I think this is Mandarin. It has Mandarin and English in there and it's just so cute. So thank you so much. Again, if you guys want to look into the things that they sell, they have like so many different cards with multiple languages, which I think is really awesome. Mainly for people like me that love stationery and love languages. So these are cute. So that's the first one I wanted to show you. Then the second one is this one. This one is actually another label maker. I may have to film like a rollover for you guys after I film this video because I'm using my phone to film and I don't think I can film or print out while I'm filming. But let's open this one. This one in here was sent to me by the company called Nelco. They sell this one on Amazon. And this is a printer. I have some label makers and printers. I really love to try it out, all the technology for printing stuff. But yes, I haven't tried this out before. I know that this one in here it says it's a thermal, oh my god, I cannot pronounce that, label printer. This one in here, I know that you can actually connect it in your phone. It has a cable that you can use to connect it to your phone, but you can also connect it via Bluetooth. Okay, let's do this. I'm filming now with my DJI, so I have my phone here and I'm gonna try it out this. So I just take off this thing area in here. It says in here that I have to put it like this. I think this comes up here, so I'm just gonna close it. Okay, so I can use it right now. So let me just go ahead and scan this in here. So I'm just going to turn on the camera. So now that this one is open, I'm gonna allow to use Bluetooth. So this should be working now in here. And I'm just gonna connect it. Okay, that was really easy. So now I'm just gonna skip that. Let's try to do some random templating here. Let's just do what we did in our last collaboration, that we thank so much the company. So thank you, Nelco. So I can have in there the letters, I can add elements. Oh, that's cool. I can have barcodes, QR codes. I have in here some little images that I can also download, some accessories, skincare, food. Oh, this is actually pretty cool because I can actually put so many and print it out like stickers. That's nice. Has pictures that I can select pictures, but I think I'm just gonna print out this one for right now. So let's print it out to see. Oh, that was quick. That was nice. And this is also a sticker, so I can just use like this and the sticker comes out in there. I also like to try out a lot of different printers and stuff because I'm always looking for different ones. This is actually like a nice sticker, so this is exciting. And then I can just take it like this and put it out. I actually really like it. This is actually really interesting and nice. So thank you so much, Nelco, for this. I'm gonna try it out with so many other stickers and everything, and you guys may see it in my future videos. But let's move into this. This is the main topic of today, which I'm so excited. So this one in here is my Hobonichi Avec. This has been, as I mentioned in the beginning, completely loved planner. I purchased another Hobonichi Avec for 2025, so that's a spoiler. I actually got today news that my Hobonichi order already shipped, so I am so excited. I cannot wait for that. So there is nothing new into the cover. I have shown this cover before, nothing new in there. The only new thing, if you haven't seen my blog for going to a stationery fest, is this. My husband got some One Piece and kind of like anime related things, but this one in here was an stationery fair, so I just added in there. This is the same as last month. I also added this from Stationery Fest. 2 cute phantom pens, Haugen. I think, yeah, I haven't added anything in there, so let's just close that. In here is my trackers. I absolutely love my trackers. They look so pretty. And you may see them and you're like, yeah, no, it doesn't look pretty to me. But for me, they're functional, they're pretty, and I love these pages. So let me just explain to you what I track. So in here at the top, I just track the holidays. And then I track the birthdays. So today that I'm filming this is September 5th. So it's Ryan's birthday. So happy birthday, Ryan. I don't think he's gonna see this video, but happy birthday. And then in here I track the moon phases, so that's actually pretty nice. And then I track in here the weather. So I usually like to do, let me just try to find a phantom pen so we can do it together in this video as well. I love this phantom pen, by the way. This is my green glowing phantom pen from Whatttupv. What I like to do is that I like to highlight the highest temperature of the month and the lowest. So let's try to find the highest. We got 87 in here. Oh, this 93 degrees in here. That one was the highest of the month. Then the lowest in here, it will be somewhere around here. We got 59, 58. Yeah, I think 58. We didn't go lower than 50. Oh no, we got 55 in here. That was a low in there. I think the lowest of the whole month is 55 degrees and the highest is 93. The other month was like 92 and 55, so that's really similar. Let's see this month because we are getting fall coming up, so it's gonna get really cold. But I kind of like to see the data and try to analyze the data with how I was feeling. For example, these days was really cold, I was feeling tired, but this day was really high, I was feeling stressed out. So let's see through the whole kind of like 6 months to see how I feel. But in here I just put a little bit of how I'm feeling. There was a lot this month. I felt a lot really tired. I'm gonna show you in my dailies, but I did work a lot. So a lot of stress, a lot of tired, anxious, yeah, a lot of negative feelings. So, and I started the month feeling down. So let's see how this goes. I also do this other type of tracker that I absolutely love. It looks super aesthetic. In here, I track different things. In the top, I track any events or traveling that is happening. Then I also track any doctor appointments or dentist. In here is September. I need to cross that because this is October, not September. But any dentist, doctor, any type of medical thing, like if my dog has to go to the vet or anything like that. And then I track any product releases. So I have the Hobonichi release. I have the Black Wing cover. Actually, tomorrow is the release of Whatttupv Eco. They are releasing another pen that is kind of like dark green. So I should take note of that, but I don't know if I'm going to buy it. In this section in here, I track my work hours that usually I should be working around 8 hours. This past month, there were 3 days where I worked 12 hours. So that's why I was really tired and a lot of fatigue. But yeah, I did work a lot of overtime. But then I also track my sleep. My sleep in here, if we see the sleep, it was pretty low. This is 8 hours of sleep in this line in here. And only one day I slept like around 12 hours, and was the day that I worked 2 overtime days of 12 hours a day. On that Friday, I slept all night. But the other days, I have been really bad. I'm sleeping around like 4 or 5 hours each day. So it wasn't a good kind of like time because I was feeling tired, but also stressed out, but also I didn't sleep. So I can see now why I was actually feeling tired. My energy, you can see that my energy, it was around like 3 or 4 out of 10. So I didn't really have a lot of energy. And the month before, I didn't have a lot of energy either. So we are going to try for the month of September to get more energy. So yeah, so these are my trackers. I have talked a lot about my trackers. Now let's move into the weeklies. I love my weeklies. And I must say, I was not a Hobonichi cousin person because of the weeklies, because I thought that this was not going to work for me. I was using it a lot in the beginning, how the Coffee Monsters call Helen used it, that she really just do a lot of time blocking, but time blocking doesn't work for me. So I divided in different sections. In the top, I see the weather. Then in here, I see what I post on YouTube. Then I move down to any events or anything important. Then in here, I do what I'm watching, what I'm reading, and what I'm eating, which reading was pretty bad this month. I don't think I finished any book, really. And then in here, I track medicine and health things, which is good when it's blank. So I don't get like sad that it's blank. It's actually good when it's blank. In here, it will be good if I don't buy a lot of Starbucks, but this is the Starbucks. I did really bad last month with the Starbucks. And then in here is any stationery that I buy or any boxes that I receive. So those will be good if I also get this lower down for this month. This one is more like planning, which is good to have it complete. So on this first week in here, starting in here into August, the only thing to call out for this week is that I went to the Latin Festival in Valley Fair in Minnesota. And I also watched the whole show in one night of A Good Girl Guide to Murder. I really like that book and I watched the whole show. I really like the show as well. So nothing much to call out in the weeklies. The next week, the thing to call out, of course, Stationery Fest. I talk a lot about this. I make so many videos and blog and everything. But yes, I went to Stationery Fest. This got like nothing actually matches because all my flights got messed up. But yeah, so just ignore this. The information is totally wrong. I talk about this in my blog too. My flights got canceled and got removed and they just rebook everything. So yeah, I should actually take this out or put some stickers in there. The next thing in here, actually I started reading Bride. I read it for 2 days, but then I was so tired, so I didn't get a lot of reading. But on this week, my nephew was born. So this was really big in here, that the name of my nephew Said. So he was born on the 15th, which was really good. And then I just have the overtime in there really big. Nothing else. Yes, it was Mother's Day in Costa Rica. So my nephew was born in Mother's Day, which was really nice. We were watching a lot of Breaking Bad this month. And actually we finished it up yesterday. So that was other highlight of August, I guess. Then on this other week, on the 21, yes, Travelers Company released the topic of 2025. I really like it. I'm gonna show you my dailies, but yeah, and I did a collaboration with Temu that I'm actually showing you guys all the goodies in a video next week. But yeah, that happened in there. And then I really wanted to eat mac and cheese, so this is a big thing in my weekly. And we went to watch this movie. It's called Alien, and I forget the other thing, but this movie, it was all creepy and scary. I mean, not scary, but yeah, creepy. So that's what we went. Then in this one, I should put it a little bit bigger, but we went to the state fair. This is big, but the next day I had a planner meetup with so many ladies in Minnesota. So that was really nice. I really like to meet people in person, and we had a really great time. So that happened this week. Then the last week of August, we went again to the state fair, and that was really fun. We went on this day, and we also went on this day. So I have to write down state fair in here as well. And then, yes, I did work a lot of overtime because I was balancing hours. So I worked 12 hours one day and 4 hours the other one, so I can go to the fair. Then my niece, they had the baptism on my niece, and my mom got a passport. We lost electricity for like a whole day. And then it was Hobonichi release, which I'm gonna talk a little bit about that release, but on the dailies. And then we went camping. So that's all for the weeklies. Now let's move into the dailies. This is pretty. I love the dailies. So I use the dailies to go a little bit more into detail. I use this first page of the month to just put the tracker of YouTube, the videos that I'm gonna post, and the highlights of the month. I have to go back and put more highlights because I left in August 15. But again, in this day, actually, he was born on the 15th, but on the 1st, I took notes that I thought baby Sai was almost here. It took 2 more weeks for him to be born. My mom also got some surgery in her mouth, and we started in here the previews of Hobonichi, which the topic of next year is potential. So I was really excited about it. So that's it in here. And then moving on in here, we got, actually I didn't mention that, but in the monthly, let me just try to go back into my monthlies. I don't think I show you the monthly or even talk about the monthly, but there is not much to talk because we are already looking into the weeklies and everything. But I have been tracking in here another track that is more like the temperature and the times of day that I take my temperature. So yeah, and in here I just put more like the main thing that happened during that day that at first glance I want to see. So back at the dailies. So in the second in here, I got a Kaweco. I got Kawecos in 2 different days. I got this one that was kind of like gray, and I got this one that's kind of like orangey. I will show you guys later. But I can put in a lot. For the first week, I was printing out and putting in here all the kind of like the previews of Hobonichi because I was getting really excited. But yeah, then I stopped after the second week because I was like, it's just gonna be a lot of printing in here. But I was taking notes also on what they were saying in every one of the previews. This day was a lot of the formats that they were going to have for next year. Then we went also to this Asian mall that they have in Minnesota. And I just had some Korean food in there. And I bought this backpack that I never used it. I got it because I wanted to go to Stationery Fest. So now it's going to be more like my travel backpack, but I haven't used it. Then on this day, I got a water bottle, the Owala one, and these ones are actually pretty nice. I saw them because they kind of like look like the Japanese style that I used to have in Japan. So they have like different cups that you can like just sip it like this, and it has a straw in the inside, so those are really nice. And as I mentioned, I got this other Kaweko, and these days the days that we went to Bali Fair in there for the Latin kind of music festival, but which wasn't so big though. It was just a tiny little area of the festival. Then on this day in here, I woke up late. So yeah, I got these goodies in here from the Asian Mall. I really like the yakariko. The yakariko in Japan is kind of like this potato veggie straws kind of thing. And I also like the Ichigo Miruku, that is the strawberry milk, and the milk tea. They are pretty good. So I got some of them. And I was packing because I wanted to see what to do for a stationery fest. So I found this sticker in one of my sticker books, and I just saw that it was so pretty, so I just wanted to put it there. Then on the 5th in here, the main thing is that I got some orders from Sarica Studio. I actually am an ambassador for Sarica Studio, so I'm gonna leave down below a code in case you guys love to shop from her shop, because they are so pretty, all the stickers. You guys can use my code to use a percentage of the store and the orders that you make. But on this day, apart from this, that was really nice, I also watched The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and it was pretty good. I'm not gonna tell you any spoilers, but it's one of my favorite books. It's really easy to read, and they made a show on Netflix, which I also really like this actress, so it was really nice. Then moving on the 6th, I had to fully pack for a stationery fest. So this day, I mainly just put all the packing things for a stationery fest. I have to go and check everything, because actually I did bring everything. And I found this other sticker that in that book that I mentioned about the sticker book. So it's kind of like pretty, so I put it in there. And I was really nervous to go to stationery fest, but I went to stationery fest from the 7th to the 9th. And in the 7th, I actually bought a Esterbrook a fountain pen. I have shown in another one of my videos, but if you are new in my channel, this is the pen. Hold on, because I put two pens in the same thing in here. This is the pen that I bought at the stationery fest from Esterbrook, and I really like it. This one in here, the nib size is a medium nib, so it's a little bit thicker than what I'm used to. I like a lot the fine or extra fine nibs, but it's just so pretty, and it kind of goes really well with now that it's kind of like fall coming up. So I'm gonna show you next week all the fountain pens that I choose for this month, but that one is definitely in my list. So they give me, when I bought the fountain pen, they give me like some of these, I don't know how you call it, it's like blotted paper. It's kind of like paper so the ink doesn't pass into your page. So I got that one. My flight got canceled, as I mentioned, so those flight numbers and everything doesn't really matter because my flight got canceled. So I arrived super late, but I was able to meet some people. I met Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co., and I met Abby and Job from Job's Journal, so that was really nice. So I put in here, I met the cool ones, and I checked into the hotel. So yeah, it was pretty nice. It was my first time actually going to Stationery Fest, because it's the first time they made it, but also my first time going to Yoseka Stationery. So it was pretty nice. And I went with my husband. We had a lot of fun. On the day 2, I went again to Stationery Fest. And I don't think I have shown these. I think I have shown these on my Instagram in pictures, but on YouTube, I don't really remember. But this is kind of like my travel journaling. I decided to do some travel journaling in here in my Hobonichi, since I have the enough space for that. So, of course, it gets bulky because I put a lot of stuff, but I kind of like it. So, on this second day, the main reason why I went to a Stationery Fest is because I got invited by Hobonichi to go into this private event that they have, that was the preview party, so I can see the items before everyone else see them. So it was really nice to see the items, touch them, feel the textures, and see which ones I like or no. But at the same time, it was like, oh my God, now I want everything. But on this day, actually, I was able to meet more people. So it was pretty nice. In this day, I met so many people. I met like folks from the Hobonichi kind of team. I also met the Yoseka team as well. It was just so nice. I got to meet so many people in here. I have like some cute little pictures from the people that I met. And then in here, I bought another fountain pen. This fountain pen that I bought is called Schiffer. I think that's how you pronounce it, but that's the brand. Is this one in here. It's super pretty. It's coffee. Inside here, I have ink that is called boba tea ink. I want to mix this ink, and I'm going to show you in another video. But inside, it has that ink. It's a little bit too bright for me. But that was this day. The next day, on the 9th, we just went all around New York City and Manhattan and to some museums and to Times Square. I'm sorry if you hear my dog kind of like running in there. So yeah, we went to like Broadway and we went to so many places. I used so many of the stickers that I actually got at the festival, which was so nice. And we went to the Met and I took some pictures at the stairs. So yeah, I put in here XOXO Gossip Girl. Because if you know Gossip Girl, you know what I'm talking about. Then on the 10th, on Saturday, we came back. And actually my highlight is that I met Kelsey from Kelsey Doodles on Instagram. And I was so happy because I really wanted to meet her and we were just missing each other out. But yeah, so I was really happy to meet her at the airport. And then we just came all the way to Minnesota. We arrived kind of like early, to be honest, in the afternoon, but I was feeling so sick. So I started feeling sick for like a few days after the festival. On the 11th, I did all the stationery haul, kind of, the haul. I filmed the video. I kind of show a little bit some of the inks that I had and some of the other inks that people gave me. So it's kind of like nice. These ones are all the ones that I got at the festival, which I really like. Then on this day, I also watched the whole show of Elite, the season 8. I really like this show. It's kind of like weird because this show has so many acts in there that I do not agree with, but for some reason it's entertaining. Like I just skip those parts that I don't want to watch, so it's easy to just go through the whole show. So yeah, I watched the whole show in some nights. It was, again, I put a 4 stars because there were so many scenes that I think they shouldn't be even included because it was so much. But we went because my husband found out that in Minnesota we were gonna be able to see some aurora borealis, and we went up north. And I was so sleepy, so I couldn't remember at the same time. I kind of missed out. But these are some pictures that my husband took. It was so pretty in the sky. I have never seen them, so I was really excited. Then on the 12th in here, I actually got some inks by Bucky. And I already mentioned in another video because I did all the swatches, or I don't remember if I did the swatches or I showed the inks, but thank you so much again for Bucky. They give me in here all the swatches so I can see them, and they're really cute, and a little note in there. I also received in here, I don't know how to pronounce this, Aardvark. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but this brand also sent me another PR, and they sent me 3 different books that I'm really excited. I still have to really sit and read. Maybe now that the weather is gonna get cold and it's gonna be a little bit more like cozy reading time, I can read more. But yeah, I got that. And this, at the stationery fest, I lost my Apple Pencil. Not in the festival, but the whole trip. So I have to buy a new one. I'm still getting used to it because it's not as smooth and like to select things or everything as my previous pens. So I had to buy a new one, and I also got some of the cheap earphones, so that was a big expense. Then moving on the 13th, I really didn't have many things to write, so it looks really simple. But basically, I just filmed the vlog of Stationery Fest. I edited, and then I ate some chicharrones. That is some of like Costa Rican, I don't know, Latin, I guess, because I have seen in Peru as well. But chicharrón is mainly the pork skin that is like kind of like fried. And I ate that with green bananas. Really good. Then moving on the 14 in here, not much. I tried to get a new profile picture. So if you haven't seen it on my Instagram or anywhere, I did a new collage for my profile picture. And also I tried to do a new thumbnail style. I am still kind of deciding which style is the one that works for me and my channel. But yeah, and then I kept feeling sick. I was working, but I was feeling really weak. So yeah. Then again on the 15th, my baby nephew was born, so there is a lot of baby things going on in here, and I work overtime, and it was Mother's Day in Costa Rica, so a big day in there. Then on the 16th in here, I work overtime again in my lunch. I really didn't eat good at all. I had some Funyuns with Crystal. If you haven't had Funyuns with Crystal, what are you waiting for? It's so good. And I had some Oreos, but I messed up the Oreos, and I bought the double stuffing, which I like more than normal Oreos, so I had to put it here. And then I got some Popeyes. That after this, I have been wanting to get Popeyes every day. I literally got another Popeyes in here, so that was pretty fun. Then on Saturday in here, as I mentioned, is the day that I slept like around 13 hours. We got Popeyes again. I was journaling a lot. I finished Emily in Paris, or I started watching it and I finished it on the next day. Yes. So Emily in Paris is another show that I really like. And then in here, I bought this kind of like Daniel Smith in some watercolor containers. So that was that. Moving on in here, on the 18th, not much to say. It was a cleaning day. I literally had to clean my office. It's still really messy. I had some tostadas and I finished Emily in Paris. I really like that show as well. On the 19th in here, I got Happy Mail from Nico Neko Sakaya. I posted that video already. So I got so many things. And I also got a Happy Mail from the Coffee Monsters Co. So all the washi that I bought, I did a swatch in here. Looks really pretty. And that's mainly in there. Then moving on the 20th, I am designing the rings for 2025, printables that are gonna be in my website, but they are gonna be in my website around October, November, because we still have time for the end of the year. I think like for me, my main pressure is to buy Travelers and Hobonichi because I know the things that I want may sold out, and I really want them, so I'm excited to set them up. But when it's printables, for me at least, I don't mind if they are going live in my website around October. But I'm going to have a whole set of printables for tea and rings because I'm going to try to use tea and rings as well next year. So not a good mental health day. So I put so many different stickers in here. In here, another bad mental health day. But TRC released the designs. And this is the topic, love. And I really like it. It's love and trip. I know so many people are mentioning that they don't really like it, but I like this. And then I got some pho because usually when I'm not having a good mental health day, I want to eat soup. So yeah. And then on the 22, the pumpkin spice latte season started. So of course I went and get a pumpkin spice latte. And actually I put this kind of little collage and it looks kind of cute. I had Popeyes again because Popeyes the best. And then Hobonichi revealed the whole lineup. So I was able to post my video on Friday about the lineup and my whole experience about being into the preview party. So that was cool. Then in here, I bought a 5-year Tesho. I just wanted to do this. I think I have talked in another video. But the main reason is this year, I was moving so many times from planners, which I don't want to do next year. I already know that this is my memory keeping. This is my journaling planning. This is the only one I'm going to use for next year for journaling. But since I moved so many times this year, like I have to go to so many books. So I just wanted to go backfill really small, the highlight of the day, so I can just flip into one planner to see everything that happened in 1 year. So I got the 5-year Tesho. I'm still working on that one. And then we went to watch the movie. I already talked about the movie. My friend Ryan, he lost his keys. Well, it's actually more, yeah, it's my friend, but it's also like primary. He was my husband's classmate and everything in school, in high school. But anyways, on the 24th, we went to the state fair. And it was pretty cool. I got in a disagreement with my family, but that's more personal. And then in here, we had the planner meetup. So it was pretty fun. We went to like this Spice House Cafe is called, and I met Planning with Kay on Instagram. I also met Sarah, that is Transient Stationery, sorry. And I also met Lindsay from Lindsay Scribbles. So that was pretty nice. Actually, Lindsay gave us these little stickers, which they were really cute. And then after that, I went to Target and had some coffee with my mother-in-law. That was nice as well. On the 26th, I had a 12-hour work day. I put some boundaries, and it was a storm night. So it was raining all night. So that's the day that it was storming. We didn't lose a lot of electricity, just a little bit, but we got a really pretty rainbow. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the light, but I took a picture. It was like a whole literally circle in the sky. It was really nice. Then on the 27th, we went again to the state fair. We went with my parents-in-law, and it was really nice. I love the state fair. Then on the 28th, as I mentioned, the baby of my sister has the baptism. I got a happy mail. I'm not posting this video yet, but just ensure that it's coming. But I ordered a week's size graphite paper planner for 2025. So I'm gonna do the unboxing. I'm gonna tell you guys my review, how I'm feeling about the planner, and if I'm gonna use it or not for next year. But this was more like a group order. So my friend Nok, I don't know if that's how I pronounce her name, on Instagram, she did the whole group order. So here it is, and then some pictures from the baptism. So that was the highlight. Then on the 29th, I chose the lineup for 2025. Hopefully this is the final list, no more changes, but let's see, because we still have time. And then my passport arrived. I went to New York to do the Stationery Fest, but also another huge main reason was because I needed to renew my passport. And I'm from Costa Rica, so in the United States, I can only do that in New York. So yeah. And then we have the big storm. This is when we lost electricity for like 24 hours. So we didn't have electricity, and then we had to go to work from my mother-in-law. So I put a couch in there because I had to work from there. And actually, I have so many stickers from Planning with Kay. She's on Instagram. I'm gonna leave down below also all the shops that I buy from frequently, so you guys can start looking into those if you're interested. But I really love Planning with Kay stickers because they are not super thick and they look super pretty. So I don't know if some of these are still in the shop or no, but she has so many different stickers, so you guys can go and see the other ones. And then I got a Starbucks. Then now let's get into this. Let's talk about Hobonichi Day. This is gonna take a really quick talk. I have been talking for a long time in this video already, but I went to the fair and then I came back early because I really wanted to buy Hobonichi. And my take is this: I work in tech. I do know, if you guys don't know what happened on Hobonichi Day, what happened was that Hobonichi released it in the United States on my time. It was 9 p.m. It was 11 in the morning in Hobonichi. No, not in Hobonichi, but in Japan, sorry. And by the time they released, after like 30 seconds, the website like shut down. There were problems with the website, and it lasted for around like 3 hours or more. At least for me, it took me 3 hours to be able to make my purchase. Some people were not able to make the purchase at all until like 3 or 4 hours. So these are all my emotions that I had. I was happy, then I was like nervous. I got really like, I'm gonna get this. I got scared because some of the items were getting sold out. And then I was sad and really worried because the things were selling out. I was mad because I was not able to buy the things. But then I got my items, and it was really random. I mentioned this in here. I mentioned this on Instagram that I accidentally, since I was trying to put the items in my car and then it kept taking them out, I accidentally purchased doubles. So now I have to resell them, because if next day I try to cancel my order, but when I look at the really item that I wanted, that it was the 5-year Tay show and the Paddington wigs, those were only sold in Japan. Those were sold out. So if I cancel my order and purchase another order, I was not gonna get what I wanted. So I didn't cancel my order. Now I have doubles for 2A6 size that I'm gonna show you when I get the order, but I have to sell those. But I know many people have been talking so bad about this whole experience. Yes, I was really frustrating for 3 hours, but at the end of the day, how job journals mention is like, it's just paper. You know, we all love the covers, but what will happen if I don't get the cover that I really want? It's not the end of the world. I guess I will have to print it out, make it work for me. But as I mentioned in the beginning, I work in tech. I work with digital products. I know that this is something that no matter how prepared you are about the traffic of people that are going to come in your website, this can happen to anyone, any store. This can happen because we are depending on technology for things like this to happen. And you can get a bug, or you can get like too much traffic, or it's something again that can happen at any moment. So I'm not mad that it happened. I'm a little bit more like frustrated at first that I didn't get to just have a smooth shopping. But I know like for many people, things work out. On these days, so many people were trying to convince me to buy items from US retailers, mainly because they wanted me to not miss out on the items. But the items that I wanted, they were from Japan. They were only sold in the Japan website. So I kept replying to everyone, no, I'm not going to buy from Atlas. Many people had codes from Atlas too, so they were trying to get me to use their codes so they can get a commission. Some of my friends, they just wanted me to buy from Atlas because they had it in storage and they wanted me to just get what I wanted. But I just really wanted to get from Hobonichi. I have been also like reading online that so many people that bought from these small retailers in the United States, the next day they cancel their orders in the US retailers to go and purchase from Hobonichi, which that's something that I do not agree with. I know that buying from the US is more expensive, but that's something that you will know since the beginning. That's why I didn't buy it. My thoughts were like, if I don't get what I want, I would just wait until October and buy the one-piece one. But I didn't want to pay extra. But I just think it's kind of like everyone's opinion, but it's more like, if you already bought from a small store, why are you going to cancel your order now? I know that Hobonichi now has it in stock, but you can just wait to see if you can buy it from Hobonichi. We have like 4 more or 3 more months. I don't know, 3 or 4, something like that. And until next year, we don't need the things right now. So that's my whole experience. In summary, things like this can happen. I'm okay that it happened. It already passed. So let's move on. And second is like, if you decided to not buy from the website, why buy from other one and then cancel and then move on? That's what all these things are happening. Things are showing in stock because people cancel from here or people cancel from other stores. So it was like a whole big different mess in different areas. But anyways, that's what happened that day. That's my intake. I'm just happy I got to get what I wanted. And this actually is the last day of August. I end up my night literally with so many emotions. And yeah, I love that I got to buy the items that I wanted from Hobonichi. And I actually changed my mind and I really wanted another item. So actually I decided to purchase from Joseka Stationery and help the store out as well. But yeah, mainly I bought everything from Hobonichi. This is my Hobonichi Avec. I really love it. And that's what's going on. I had so many emotions, but now that I think more about it, it's like, you know, like my emotions and the way that I felt that day was mainly because I really wanted to get some covers, and I really wanted to get that because I was thinking for a long time about my planner system, and I chose some covers and some planners, and I had in my mind, this is what I want. So that's why I was frustrated. But at the end of the day, like, we don't even know if we're gonna be alive next year. So I may be buying so many things 4 months before the year begin, and I may not even be here in 3 months. We never know, because that's life. So next year I'm gonna take it a little bit slower. If I really want some cover that are only released in the United States and I know that it's really popular, of course I'm gonna try really bad again to buy it at that second. But if next year I like things that are not super popular. I am gonna be just looking if something like this technical happen again. I'm just gonna come back the next day to buy. But that's my little intake into this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's super long. I talk about my all August in my chunky baby in here. And yes, so this baby got a new cover and is another store that I have bought from before, the one that I had so many flowers. So I'm gonna be doing another kind of like ritual little moment in my planner when we are gonna change the covers in September. And I know September 22 is the official day for fall, so I'm gonna be putting out some covers into my planners that day. So stay tuned for that and for the next video coming up. But again, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for Nelco for sending me this in here. I'm so excited to use it. And again, thank you so much for GS notes. And I'm sorry because my husband is starting to cut the grass like my last video. But thank you so much for GS for sending me these are super cute. I really like it, and you guys can find them out in the description box. You will have all the information in case you want to go and buy some of these multiple language notes, and also if you guys want to purchase this one. But that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. So bye bye. Oh, and happy September.